Here's what is clearly a vectors question. It involves a parallelogram. OA is equal to vector A and OC is equal to vector C. X is the midpoint of line AC, so I can just put, roughly speaking, I'll put X here, which is halfway between A and C. OCD is the straight line, such that OC to CD is equal to K to 1. So OCD is a straight line, so D could be roughly here. Given that X to D, XD is 3C minus half A, find the value of K. So they're referring to this vector here, X to D. So what I'm going to do is find my journey from X to D, express it as something, and then compare what I've got to what they've got, and that will unlock the value of K. To work out the journey X to D, I need to break it up into parts. So the journey X to D is made up of X to C and then C to D. I'll start with X to C. To find vector XC, I can't begin until I know what vector AC is. So vector AC is going to be C minus A. I could call it minus A plus C. I'll write it like this, so C minus A. Given that X is halfway between A and C, I can then say that vector XC is just half of all of that, so half C minus half of A. Okay, so that's XC done. Now I'll focus on vector CD. I'm going to use this bit of information here to find out vector CD. It says that OC to CD is K to 1, which tells me that this part here, vector OC, is K times longer than C to D. Well, if OC is vector C and it's K times longer, then CD must be C, just like OC, but divided by K, because it's K times shorter than OC. So that's my vector CD, just using this information here. Then I can work out the vector XD. So vector XD, I'll just do that by adding together what I found for XC and then CD. So XD will be equal to XC, which is half C minus halfway, like we found earlier, plus our vector for CD, which I'll write as 1 over K loss of C. So C over K is just the same thing as 1 over K loss of C. To make it easier for myself, I'll just group the C's and the A's together. So I can call this 1 over 2 plus 1 over K, brackets, loss of C, minus 1 over 2 loss of A. Okay, now I'm going to compare what I found for XD to what they called XD. So I'm comparing this thing here I've just put a ring around to this thing here. We both got minus half A, so that's all sorted, that's all good. Now their coefficient of C is 3, and my coefficient of C is the thing in the bracket, so 1 over 2 plus 1 over K. I'll take away half from both sides, so 2.5 is equal to 1 over K, which leaves K as 2 over 5 or 0.4, and that's the final answer. So the value of K is equal to 0.4 or 2 over 5.